Hey there, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. How's it going? So you're my last video. They came out really weird this time, like not in any kind of order I can explain. So energy is weird. It's shifting around, but we do have another eclipse coming up in your sign. So we just walked out of the eclipse in your 7th house of partnership, which was a new moon eclipse, which is like 6 months to really shake up and change your life in the area of partnership, whether it's business or personal. So what do you want? What are you going to focus on? You have a lot of energy to work with on that. And then we're going to wrap up that North Node in Cancer, South Node in Capricorn, energy of the moon for the last 18 months when we have that on July 5th, that lunar eclipse, full moon eclipse happening in your sign. And so lots of other things going on. The energy here is just really interesting. Really? Okay, not that one. All right, so let's see what we have going on for you. I do want to encourage you to leave me a comment, even if it's just an emoji so that I have your name. I can put you in my book of names so that when I do channel information, which Neptune and Aries has just made virtually impossible recently. So I'm drawing cards from the chakra deck for that. But I'm going to pull a card for each sign that when I do the mid-sun in Cancer videos next week. And so if you would like to have an opportunity to have a card pulled personally for you, leave me a message so I have your name. So that's kind of how it works. So if you want to do it for the videos that I'm going to link below, which was the Sun in Cancer video, in case you haven't had a chance to see that, then leave it there or leave it here. And then we will get to do that. So Mercury has gone retrograde in Cancer on the 18th, and it is currently sitting on top of my natal Cancer, and I am struggling to talk. So hang in there with me. We'll get through this. You have some really great energy here. First off, the inner child. Of course, the inner child. It has been showing up a lot. Spirit thinks we are not having enough fun. I'm a Capricorn rising, and I get this information and this message a lot personally, but I think it is kind of like we work hard, right? We are always trying to overcome obstacles. We're always like being about the business, disciplined action. I'm going to meet my goals. I'm going to overcome the obstacles. And they're like, don't forget, you're supposed to be having fun. And so this one says playfulness, lightheartedness, innocence, and wonder. And then you have these other cards which are really amazing. One of them is dreams, messages, signs, symbols, and guidance. Messages coming to you in your dreams, also in your daydreams, because when we have the inner child show up, that reminds me of when I was a kid about how much I used to daydream, and you may have too. And so really tapping into the energy of your actual daydreams, your aspirations, but also paying attention to the messages you get in the dream state. So when you wake up, record what you can, try to remember. But what's interesting is it's followed up with visualization, imagination, focus, experience, and manifestation. And I almost feel like they're trying to say, when you activate the creativity of your inner child, when you let yourself out to play, when you relax and let down and go out there and try new things and have some fun and enjoy life again, then you're going to be inspired. Then you're going to know what it is you want to do next. Then you can start working on it and visualizing on it. And so these dreams will be reignited by the fun factor. Ooh, nice. So the fun factor, let's just go with that. I think we'll put that for our title. It's the fun factor. So allowing yourself to daydream, to dream about what it is you want to accomplish. And then we have presence. Awareness, attention, reality, and connection. So this is the ability to reach up into ethers and grab your idea from divine inspiration. It's 44, it's angel guides, and manifest it in reality. So dream so you can create what it is that you're dreaming of. And so the presence is the divine presence. It's also you being present in the moment, and it's also being in touch with your higher self, which is always present with you, but are you aware of it? So awareness, attention, look for the synchronicities, look for the opportunities. Really connect in with spirit and allow spirit to help you take these dreams that are inspired by your fun factor, right? And manifest them into reality. That is what that new moon in Cancer was doing for you. And this past 18 months of releasing and letting go of what doesn't work so you can go off in the direction that you want to. When the moon shifts into the next set of nodes, it is in, North Node is in Gemini, which would be your work-life balance and physical health. And so, again, bringing the joy and the happiness into your life will make that a lot easier while you're letting go of the dreams and the ideas you had that are no longer. It's like the shoes that don't fit anymore. You know, you've outgrown some things, and so leaving those behind and allowing yourself to run barefoot through the grass because the shoes. Okay, so at the end of the school year, my mom was like, we were really poor, and we would get one pair of shoes for the year. Well, church shoes and then school shoes, which were tennis shoes. And so I also would run track, and those were my track shoes. So by the time we got to the end of the year, my shoes, my toes were poking out everywhere. I was so tired of trying to cram my feet into those, and I would run barefoot all summer. We would get flip-flops for the summer, and it was the best thing ever. And so that first day, this was me running, skipping, jumping as I happily threw my shoes in the garbage that I didn't have to wear those again. And so it's kind of that releasing yourself from what has been making you feel bound up and pent up and not allowed to freely express who you are and to go for what you want, to open the doors and allow yourself to run free to be your authentic self. What do you really want? What do you want to visualize and bring in? So, wow, that was a heck of a message. You were my last video, and Spirit was saving the best for last today. That was long. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the week. If you're still with me, that's awesome because I see a lot of interesting things happening. So let's go ahead and get into the cards, and then I will timestamp for the second week so that you can review it later if you would like without having to go through all of this. So, we start out with the moon in Cancer, your 7th house, right? And it's a big day for really feeling into and what you want and recognizing what the challenges are and what the obstacles are. Like being really aware of the situation from a whole other angle that's very beneficial. Like peeking through and seeing that the clouds are parting. And so that means now that the fog is lifting, so to speak, you can see where the mountains, the valleys, and the peaks and everything are. And so, wow, look at this. Oh, you have clearing the excess. Run free to run through the woods. You are entering a transitional phase and would benefit from clearing away excess clutter, whether it is in your physical body or your physical space. So, as though we haven't all been clearing our closets, you are being encouraged to continue to do so. You also have persistent drive. See what you desire and move toward it. Visualize it. Visualize your dreams and then move toward it, like with abandon, like running through the fields. It is time to zero in on your purpose. Use your intuition and instincts to guide you for the optimal outcome. Set yourself free to go after your dreams. That is really what this feels like. And so on Tuesday, Neptune is going to start moving retrograde at 12:31 in the morning. So it's already like stopped, right? Because it's a big planet. It has to stop before it can go backwards. So when let me try this again. Neptune is retrograde. I have no idea what I said. Neptune is retrograde in Pisces. When it starts moving backwards, now there's suddenly clarity about your dreams and the thoughts and the feelings you've been having over the past several months. We're going to go over that ground again, but instead of everything being smooth in this direction, now it's going back, and it's kind of like making the hair stand up on a pet, right? When you pet the hair backwards and it all stands up and you could see the different, you could see where the obstacles are, you could see what's going on. And so there's that energy of clarity for like the next 5 months. So taking us pretty much to the end of the year, which is great because we have a lot of other supportive energy. Yes, you're going to hear about, there's a lot of tumultuous energy going on in 2020, all of it, right? But here's the thing. You can either choose to look at it like, oh my gosh, all these changes, all these things, or you could say, okay, change is happening. How can I use it? How can I benefit from it? What can I do? What changes can I make? How can I ride this energy to my advantage? And so here's one of those opportunities. Now, the moon is going to move into Leo at 8:33 in the morning on Tuesday, and it's going to come into an opposition with Saturn that rules your planet over there in Aquarius, right there at the last degrees of Aquarius, because it's getting ready. I mean, the first degrees of Aquarius is getting ready to back into your sign. And so it's also going to square off with Uranus, which rules Aquarius, but it's over there in Taurus. So this is really actually a supportive energy for Capricorn. So Leo is in your 8th house? Yes, your 8th house of transformation. So you are getting a lot of support for this transformation that's happening. Didn't I say gateway? It is the doors are opening up. This is the gateway right here. Right here. When this all happens on Tuesday, when Neptune backs up and you can start seeing things, and there's all this supportive energy, there is going to be some fireworks. There's going to be some tough stuff going on, but this acceptance of the situation, this acceptance of the divine timing, the divine guidance, the divine help is going to promote growth. This is a gateway. This is a gateway. Where do you want to go? Where do you want the door to open up to? Visualize what you want. Chase down your dreams. This is it. You were wondering when it was. Well, it's now. Right? It's now. It's like now we're Capricorn, because you have that final eclipse coming where it's really wrapping things up and putting the bow on it. Over the course of the next 2 weeks, this is a big gateway opportunity for you to step into your future and start making things happen. So then the moon is going to move into to supportive energy there of Virgo on Thursday, but right before that happens at 2:48 in the morning, we've got Venus going direct. So Venus is is up there in Gemini, and it's still going to be in Gemini, even though now it's moving forward. But everything that it's been reviewing and thinking about, the matters of the heart and what really matters to them. And this is, again, your work-life balance. There's going to be a lot of emphasis on this. So what are you thinking and feeling right now about your work-life balance, about your health? Because the clarity that you gain on that in this little snapshot of time before she moves into Cancer, focus on that, because over the next 18 months, those are going to be areas of your life that are going to be highlighted, that are going to be there for you to really create something positive and new for you. And so there's a lot of clarity coming in with that. Now, the moon is going to hit this uncomfortable angle with Chiron, the wounded healer, in Aries on Friday. And so also there's this opposition of the moon to Pisces, Neptune and Pisces. So just really, really stirring up some emotional crap, right? Like picking the scab. So I want you to remember to pour the self-love on. And understand it's just being shown to you, reminding you of this is something that still needs some healing. So allow the flow of the abundance of the universe to nurture you, and you love yourself, and you have the grizzly bear. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and I go where it leads. This kid running just makes me smile. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up. I will succeed. Visualize your dream. Allow your inner child to lead you where it wants to go, because that's where the joy and the happiness is. So the moon is going to move into Libra at 4:16 p.m. on Saturday the 27th. This is about finding your balance. Where do I need to shift and adapt to it's kind of like seeing some of the steps you have to take and assessing, what are the obstacles, right? There's a lot of energy of trying to, I feel like there's more, hold on. Trying to figure out where the obstacles are. And I haven't looked at the bottom of the deck all day, but it made me, and it said Oriole. A new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change. That feels like everything we've been talking about, this dream, this visualization. It's creative. It's the inner child. It's letting your creativity out. So finding the balance, being willing to adjust and adapt because things are really being shown to you. You have stayed grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. This is the nuthatch. Remember when we were talking about the fur moving in the other direction? Nuthatches walk upside down up the tree. You may or may not have noticed that. The reason they do that is because they hide seed in the little cracks and crevices in the bark, and when most animals are on the tree, they're looking down and they don't see it, but if you come up, then you see where it's been hidden. I have noticed the squirrels have figured this out, however, but other animals have not, and so it is a different perspective. It's figuring out where the treasures are by looking at things from a different perspective. And you have the white eagle. The connection to the divine guidance is within you. This is the I am presence. This is you connecting with your higher self. This is the divine guidance that you need. It's not out there somewhere, it's within. It's your authentic self and reaching in and saying to your higher self, I am open to information and guidance, and I am open to receiving it in my physical dreams. I'm open to daydreaming about it. I'm open to exploring it with what is exciting to me and what is entertaining and what inspires me and what lights me up, what lights you up. There is a gateway opening here. So with some persistence and drive going forward. So I kind of really want to talk about that persistence and drive. Let me go ahead and timestamp this. So we're going to talk about the week of the 29th through the 5th. But I'm going to touch base about something in case you just came in to watch the second half, because this is important. This persistence and this drive. We've got Mars moving into its home sign of Aries at 9:45 p.m. on Saturday, the 27th. And this is that finally getting out of Pisces, let's get something done energy. And I'm excited about it. But it right away runs into Saturn, which rules Capricorn, right? And Saturn is right there at the first part of the degrees, getting ready to move into Capricorn. And it says, whoa, let's have some boundaries. Let's make this a slow, steady, bit by bit building block process. So for you, it's starting with the visualization. It's starting with the inspiration. It's starting with the childlike joy. That's step number one. Okay? And there is this building process that will take place over the next 6 months to really, because Mars is usually like 6 months and 6 weeks in a sign, but it's going to be 6 months in Aries, which coincides with a lot of other planetary things that are happening, culminating with, the solstice, when we have that Jupiter Saturn conjunction at 0 degrees of Aquarius. And so really the solstices are so freaking powerful right now. So we got all this stuff going on. So the first step is finding the joy and letting this energy build. It'll be a build of energy and momentum. So don't be like, oh, I need to jump up and start running toward the hard work. No, you're supposed to jump up and start running toward what brings you joy, what gets you excited, what lights you up. That's your step one, is figuring that out. And so when we get to Monday and the moon is still in Libra, this is still part of that discernment process. See though how it's like it's the solar plexus there that's lit up right there. This is the solar plexus. This is what brings you the joy. Where's the joy? Where's the happiness? What makes you feel creative? What gets you excited to get up and get moving? So that is what you're being asked to explore over the weekend as this energy shift happens with Mars moving into Aries and Saturn sitting there going, yeah, let's do this, but let's do this right. Let's do this right. And so on Monday night at 6:48 p.m., the moon is going to move into Scorpio. And then right after that, within a few hours, we've got Jupiter conjuncting with Pluto up there in Capricorn. And so a lot of information coming to light, especially it's in your first house, so you're definitely going to notice it. I don't have the degree, so I can't really help you with that. I should have written it down, but I didn't. So anyways, this is energy of coming to light, breakthroughs, a lot of opportunity to figure out next steps, but some fears may be sneaking into there because of this energy from Scorpio. And I just remember, if you feed the fears, they grow stronger. And so releasing that and letting that go. I was talking to somebody yesterday who has been locked up since COVID-19, voluntarily hiding out. We're talking 24 years old, no health conditions, and has allowed the anxieties to build to the point where only twice gone shopping for food and only once go out to do the laundry. So I'm like, hey, do you want to get together at the park? You can bring a sandwich. You don't even have to go anywhere. We can, socially distance and sit outside. And this person was like, I can't. You've been around people. So don't let your fears manifest into something that holds you back, that stops you. Like, there are boundaries, and then there are the healthy boundaries. So it's the creating of the healthy boundaries. It's the bubble of light you put around yourself. It's the, I am going for my dreams, and I'm not going to let anybody or anything steal that from me, because it is a treasure chest. You have the treasure chest. This is an unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. This is you chasing your dreams and having it pay off in all kinds of abundance. Abundance isn't just financial, right? So on Wednesday, Capricorn, Saturn moves into Capricorn. It's been retrograding, and now it finally gets there. So you're going to notice when it gets back in there, and anything that, you thought you'd already worked through, you get to do it again. Yay! Let's all, okay. Okay, so you're going to feel it, you're going to notice it, but then on Thursday we've got the moon moving into Sagittarius at 9:21 p.m. And, I'm sorry, that happens on Wednesday, so that is Thursday and Friday energy of the moon in Sagittarius. Took a while, but then it brought a bunch. So what do we have here? This is about willpower and focus. Okay. I'm laughing because it's in Sagittarius, but it just sounds like Capricorn energy. So, there you go. Oh, but this sounds like Sagittarius energy for you. All right, so this is willpower and focus, which would be typically what you would do, correct? and they're like, no, it's in Sagittarius, your 12th house. Where you're supposed to dream about things, where you're supposed to tap into your dreams and your hopes and your goals and what is it you want, because you have watching clouds. So even though the energy of the moon is kind of in this phase of, you should be doing stuff, what you should be doing is visualizing and dreaming. So lie back, rest, and relax. It's a holiday weekend here in the United States, so that will be easier for some rather than others. You have rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present, and solitude. In silence, peace prevails. In silence, you can hear yourself think, dream, plan your goals, connect with spirit. So a little meditation time, a little time out, a little bit of peace and quiet for yourself will be really beneficial by the time you get to that first weekend right before that eclipse happens. The eclipse is on Sunday. So the moon gets into Capricorn at 12:48 a.m. on Saturday, and it is immediately almost in opposition with Mercury over there in Cancer, and so there is emotional communication with in your 7th house of partnerships. So be aware of how you are communicating. Maybe that's why solitude would be a really great idea. Just saying. Okay. So now I know Saint Michael showed up to bring you some advice. For the eclipse and the moon in Capricorn, it says no more complaining. No more complaining. But it says clean energy food. And so I kind of feel like, because we're kind of like moving into that energy of your health, of your work-life balance, if you are feeling tired, if you are feeling drained, if you are feeling overweight, if you are feeling stressed out, take a look at your diet. Instead of complaining about how you feel physically, try to see if you can't figure out how to manage it through what you're eating, it looks like, is the advice. So fuel your body with healthy and organic diet. You increase your energy level and your ability to focus, and this automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. And of course, we don't like to complain, because that's really, if you talk about it all the time, you manifest it. So complaining has the opposite effect of making you feel better. So work with what you really want, visualize that, increase your confidence with the positive affirmations. But also, if you're feeling a little sluggish, taking a look at your diet might be a thing to do. It might really be a thing to do. Okay. Let's get one more card here on this energy of this eclipse and how you can use it, but it is really releasing what isn't working for you. Like, at this point, you probably know exactly what it is that needs to be released and let go of, so that you can move forward, so you can let your inner child out to play, so you can run and have fun. And look at this, prosperity lies ahead. Releasing what's not working, allowing yourself to rejuvenate, have the solitude, and start focusing on what it is that you need and bringing that into you. Nice. I'm really glad I finished up with you guys. It just worked out that way, but I think it worked out that way for a reason. Okay, so Capricorn, be sure to leave me a comment so you can be in the drawing for the card I pull for the Capricorn videos. You can put it in your Sun, Moon, and Rising, increasing your opportunities. Also in the Sun and Cancer videos, which of course now gives you 6 opportunities. So, you have Scarlet attract success. Attract, not chase, attract. Prosperity lies ahead. It starts with visualizing what you want by being inspired through the joy and the fun you're having. Go have some fun and allow your inner child out to play. Visualize what you want and allow this to happen for you. It is time to open up the doors of your life and step through the gateway to the next phase. Kind of exciting, right? All right, I will talk to you soon. You guys have a great week, and I will see you next week, and we'll see who gets the special card. I have a new deck that I can't wait to break out for you. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Take care.